This segment brought to you by Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture. To join today or for more information, go to kfb.org or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome to Farm Factor. Up first today, Duane Toews talks technology with Billy Meade of RCIS.
Duane Toews joining him once again on the program. A chance to catch up with Billy Meade with RCIS, talking about the technology side. Billy, an organization really that's meant to try and make things easier and more streamlined for growers, particularly growers, agents, and the crop insurance world. There's a lot of technology out there today that wasn't there 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's an ever-expanding opportunity to really look at how we can make the agent's life and the policyholder's life easier from a crop insurance standpoint. And you're right, there's all kinds of new technologies. When you think about satellite imagery, weather data, just the technology that's in the tractors and equipment that's out there in the field, it's a whole new world.
We'll talk a little bit about how we make that happen. Ideas typically are easy. Implementation sometimes is hard.
You know, it is a challenge. There's no real global standard from an agricultural equipment standpoint of how we get the data off most of the equipment that's out there in the field. So a lot of different color equipment out there, a lot of different standards for each of those colors. What we try to do is we partner with some of the leading vendors in the industry to see, hey, how can we, regardless of color, leverage conversion engines to take that data, standardize it across, and use it for acreage reporting and APH. What's important for us as an insurance carrier and to our agents and policyholders.
We think about the opportunity to do that and eliminate mistakes and errors, I think, is probably a big thing when we can do that and be more accurate in acreage reporting and yield to go along with that. It's a truer system for all involved.
Right. When you think about the opportunity that some of the modern-day mapping systems combined with the equipment in the field, the GPS locations built into those tractors, and the quality of measurement that you get, there's some RTK systems out there from a GPS standpoint that are accurate within 2 to 3 inches of where that position is in the field. So leveraging that type of data, the quality of that information for an acreage reporting and an error reporting kind of functionality is truly a deliverable that's a great opportunity in the field. It makes it simpler for our policyholders, a more accurate depiction of the acres, and a better yield result when you use the combine yield monitors and information that comes from that equipment.
We've seen from the providers, the agency individuals with crop insurance that have been working with producers, a lot of these things have been evolving over time.
Right. So if you look, RCS really implemented precision farming in 2012. And since then, there's been a lot of movement, but we really took a push out in the marketplace last year, and we increased our precision farming upload acres by 400%. So that was a huge year for us from a precision farming standpoint. Now, we have some additional data elements that we're looking at. Again, our goal is to how to make it easier for our policyholders and our agents to process that business. And that ultimately gets them back to doing what they need to do. They need to be concentrated in the fields, on the farms, doing what's important to those policyholders and to those agents and growing their business.
Ultimately, it's kind of shocking the percentage of acres that are covered at this point under some kind of a policy.
Right. You think you look at the marketplace, it's really, most of the country is covered with a crop insurance policy. So leveraging that data for insurance purposes is something that's easy to take advantage of. Some new areas in growth that we've seen is honestly like PRF, pasture raised forage land. There's not a lot of that marketplace covered. That, along with some of the new livestock programs, we see that as a good growth opportunity for our agents and additional protection and coverage for the policyholders.
All right, thanks to Billy Meade joining us here on the program. Jamie, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Duane. After the break, it's this week's Kansas soybean update. Stay tuned.